Rule 7. Risk of collision. Every vessel shall use all available means appropriate to the prevailing circumstances and conditions to determine if risk of collision exists. If there is any doubt, such risk shall be deemed to exist. Proper use shall be made of radar equipment if fitted and operational, including long-range scanning to obtain early warning of risk of collision, and radar plotting or equivalent systematic observation of detected objects. Assumptions shall not be made on the basis of scanty information, especially scanty radar information. In determining if risk of collision exists, the following considerations shall be among those taken into account. Such risk shall be deemed to exist if the compass bearing of an approaching vessel does not appreciably change. Such risk may sometimes exist even when an appreciable bearing change is evident, particularly when approaching a very large vessel or a tow, or when approaching a vessel at close range. Very first thing regarding ascertaining risk of collision, the rule suggests us to use all the available means. So ship's navigating officer should use all the available opportunities to determine if there is any risk of collision with another object, including own eyes and ear. And regarding the equipment, we can say radar, egg disc, echo sounder, NAPTEX and AIS message, any concern through VHF, binocular. In a word, we can say a navigator must be aware of the full scenario, whatever is happening around the vessel, and the particular characteristics of own vessel. However, the rule also says if there is any doubt regarding the situation, the navigator should consider that there is a risk of collision and should act accordingly. Next, it says about the radar equipment. If the vessel is fitted with an operational radar on board, the navigator must use the radar equipment efficiently. Regarding the use of the radar, it particularly suggests to use long range time to time to ascertain the target condition well in advance. If we talk about the dependency, radar can be the best assistance to determine risk of collision using the help of the ARPA data, that is the automatic radar plotting assistance, through the radar equipment itself. It actually supersedes the operation of traditional radar plotting. Then the rules also warns us regarding the danger of assumptions regarding the information, especially regarding insufficient radar information. Furthermore, at point D, this rule suggests us to take two types of consideration to determine whether risk of collision exists. Number one, if the bearing of the object does not change appreciably, meaning the bearing remains same for an approaching vessel, which is a very clear indication of collision. And number two, it says if the approaching vessel is very large or very big, or if it is a towing vessel, or it is very close. In such cases, even if the bearing change is evident, but still there is a possibility to get into the collision. And that is why this thing also to be keep in mind to ascertain risk of collision and need to act accordingly as well.